Let me tell you a little story about a teenage boy called Fred. Fred had all of these dreams and these aspirations. He was the prime example of what a good and responsible child should be in school. He excelled in his sports, he excelled in his academics, and no one could find any fault with Fred. But Fred had a dark secret. You see, Fred was addicted to X-rated content. Every single morning, he woke up, he picked up his phone, and he just dove into the world that shouldn't be dove into. Is that the correct word? Now let's get back to Fred. Fred had trouble coping with this entire story. It began affecting his academics, it began affecting his sports, and he fell into this downward spiral that he didn't think he'll ever get out of. Now the truth is there are millions and millions, well, let's not say millions, but thousands and thousands of young boys just like Fred who struggle with this addiction. And the fact is, this content has become so accessible by many around the world that it pretty much boils down to a simple Google search and you are where you want to be. Now, there's a severe downside to this type of addiction, and it kind of really messes up your idea of what a healthy relationship should look like, of how you should treat a woman. And unfortunately, many do not get out of this trap, and they end up taking those habits and carrying it over to their adult relationships. You see, once Fred became an adult, his relationships began to fall apart. He began seeking the wrong things in the relationships, and that's what made them ultimately fail. Now, in order for you, if you are in this position, to really grasp the severity of this addiction, you need to realize, go look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, is all of this even worth it? Is all of this short-term pleasure worth it in the long run? Are you really going to benefit from watching this type of content? There's no secret hack to getting out of it. It's a process. It's going to be hard. There are going to be days when you feel like going crazy because you've gotten so used to it. But ultimately, if you are a young man even watching this, there's no benefit in watching it. There's no benefit in indulging even in that type of content because it distracts you from your goals, it distracts you, it drains your energy, it just takes away your capacity to think creatively. So there's so many downfalls to this that you need to come to the realization, nobody can do this for you, that I could either keep going down this path and destroy my entire chance of having a healthy relationship in the future, or I could tell myself right now that what I'm doing isn't benefiting anyone, and ultimately it's destroying my self-worth and my confidence. So if you're in Fred's position right now, I'd like to tell you that there is hope, because thousands of boys have gotten out of this, thousands of young men have gotten out of this, and they've made complete successes of their lives. So don't think that you should lose hope right now. Just know that there is something within you that is bothering you. There's something within you that you need to fix, and that is what's making you addicted to this type of content. Whether it's for an escape, whether it's for that short-term euphoria, but it's not going to replace long-term happiness. And you should know that before getting in too deep. I'll see you next time.